Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new episode of DKRager. Today, we're showing off the Tier 10 PL-01. The penetration of this thing is incredible. 713 millimeters. Damage of 579. That is for armor-piercing rounds. That is insane. Of course, it does have ATGMs. Penetration of 1,388 millimeters, damage of 826, but of course, like I've stated in my previous videos, it has to go through. So basically, if a vehicle has ERA or have an APS, well, you're not going through. Deal with it. Get over it. Damage per minute, 5,682, with a reload time of 6.11 seconds. Hit points, 2,695. Max speed 70.2 kilometers an hour. 0 to 32 of 3.38 seconds. Camouflage 0.34125 all the way around this tank. This thing has incredible camouflage. It is because in real life this thing has all of these different types of technology that just makes it almost invisible. Just look at how beautiful this tank is. I am a huge fan of the T90MS, of the Centauro 120, of the Weasel, the Sphinx, the Crab, but this thing right here, this thing has changed my mind about every other tank. This thing has armor from hell also. View range 385 meters. Cannon depression -8 degrees and -1 degrees. Accuracy spread of 0.11 degrees. Aim time 3.43 seconds. Turret traverse 45.19 degrees a second. Now, here's the armor. 480 millimeters in the side of the turret, in the front of the turret. That's insane. 240 in the front here. I don't know why my tank isn't moving, but you know, whatever. 90 in the holes. Now, I have this thing stock. This thing does come with an improved armor composition, which does increase the hole in the hole modifiers as well as the turret modifiers, but I might do a video on that later on. It does have improved FCS, improved gun stabilization, and improved autoloader, which helps drastically for this tank. It does have APS, smoke grenade launcher, and an improved air conditioner. Fire suppression, satellite navigation system, and improved gunner sight. Improved suspension, and improved drive sprockets. 2 more armor-piercing, fin-stabilized, discarding stable rounds, as well as a heat round. It comes with a armor retrofit slot, a firepower retrofit slot, and a mobility retrofit slot, as well as your normal global that you always get. Currently, I have my crew at level 1. I have not leveled them up yet, but one more battle will level it up. Currently, I have no retrofits on this thing as of yet, but that will change in the future. Commander I have in here is Freya for right now. That might change with Sabrina Washington because of the view range and camouflage and whatnot, and I really think that that would actually be a better choice. So let's go ahead and change that out. Spare parts, medical kit, auto fire extinguisher, field rebuild kit. I know a lot of people run two repair kits, and sometimes I do as well, but this thing, I've lost the driver in this thing about 3 different times. So yeah, this thing really needs that medical kit. Now we're going to do something different. Usually what you'll see me do is I'll go to mission PvE and then go to hard mode and we go into phalanx. Not today. We're doing something a little different. We're going to actually use, for the very first time, the replay system. I played Operation Life Jacket. And we're going to go ahead and go into this battle and show off the replay system as well as this beautiful tank. Now, mind you, because I don't have the armor composition as well as the better ammo and all this other stuff, you're going to see me actually lose quite a bit of health. But in all honesty, I was sort of expecting to die. I mean, it's a light tank. You kind of think, oh, well, light tank, light armor, you're dead. The end. No, I wouldn't say that. But the replay system is really neat. You actually have the ability to go back and look at your previous battles that you recorded in the past. So, as you can tell, I am not moving this thing at all. Yeah, funny enough, I was lagging over there. There's a quick, horrible piece of lag back there. So more or less at this point, I was just trying to figure out where I needed to go with this thing. What I needed to do, what position I wanted to be in. And more or less, just trying to figure out where everyone else was going. Let's go ahead and let's see here. Trying to remember all the buttons. There we go, okay. As you can see with the replay mode, we now have the ability to go through and see all of these tanks get killed. There's this BMD-4 about to be murdered. Watch him, watch him. He thinks he's gonna get scot-free, and now he's dead. I managed to hit that shot. It was a beautiful shot right in the side of the turret. Boom. Leopard 2A5 down. Boom. Beautiful shot from the T90 EMS. I managed to hit that Abrams right in the side, too. Boom. Right in the driver's window. Beautiful shot. And the Draco kills the A2. Now, I can also give you a top view of the PL. Oh, well, if I can actually... There we go. Beautiful angles. Beautiful tank. Just everything about this is just insanely beautiful. And I was kind of on the fence when I first started this, because I was like, well, I have the option to either get the PL-01 or the Leopard 2A7140. And I thought to myself, well, I like the 2A7140, and I'll definitely get it next. But I've heard nothing but good things about the PL. And as you saw right there, I just did over 1,300 damage with the PL-01 ammo racked. This thing is really good for ammo racking. It's really good for its penetration level. So, a lot of places where you think that you shouldn't be able to penetrate, you can because of that high penetration level of the PL-01. Now, as you'll see, I wasn't the only PL, and his PL was very fancy with its awesome camouflage. Maybe I'll catch up to him, maybe I won't. Now, I had to get back over to me because things are about to change. Things are about to get interesting. We'll sit right here. Watch me start wrecking this Romka. But you'll notice that the Romka wasn't able to pin my front. Normal light tanks, usually it'll go right through. Still doing heavy damage to the T90 EMS. Everything's looking okay. You don't see an issue here. Boom. PL-01 in the side. Upgraded, so it has the better armor. It has probably better gun for the damage because of the armor piercing. This thing has already hit me twice and did a crap load of damage. There's a third time. I had to use my kit just to make sure I survived. Bounced that shell. And because the side of the PL was continuously showing, I was able to go right through and just keep damaging its side. Of course, it did quite a bit of damage to me, and then it got back up from the 2A6. I managed to continuously do a crap load of damage, but now I'm under 1,000 hit points. If one problem happens, if one of these actually manages to do a heavy amount of damage, or I don't know, ammo rack me, or use a HE spam on me, I'd be dead right then. But I managed to kill the Leopard 2A6, continue forward with under 700 health. I wasn't worried about the Terminator, I was more or less worried about what else could be over there. Now, I know for a fact that there was two Leopards over there, the 2A7 140 and the Leopard 2A6. 2A7 would have just smoked me. It probably would have killed me in one shot. Whereas the 2A6 on the other hand, I wasn't too much worried about it, because usually it's just spamming HE. Excuse me. As you'll see right now, I'm more or less trying to survive. I decided to go back here. And the reason why I came back here is because I knew for a fact that the artillery spawns back here. Plus, I also knew that the enemy usually spawns over here. They'll usually spawn right here, and they'll spawn around where that Leopard 2A7 140 is, as well as pretty close to the cap circle over there. The other PL manages to come over here, back me up, and prepare for the artillery spawn. Thankfully, nothing is spawning over here, so there's nothing that's wrecking my tank. I'm more or less looking to see exactly where the Paladin spawned, and there he is. One more shot, destroys him. Done in for that Paladin, I move in closer. I start to get a little annoyed, but in all honesty, I wanted to make sure that nothing was able to see me, nothing was able to pen me, so I didn't want to get too close. If I knew for a fact if I got too close, they'd start to see me. This thing does have excellent camouflage, but it wouldn't matter if I'm getting penetrated all over the place and the Terminator was able to spot me. The T2 actually has the huge, incredible, I was gonna type back, but I will respond afterwards. He could easily go check my private messages. But I wanted to make sure that nothing was in the way. That the Terminator wasn't spotting me for a main battle tank, because there was a Romka over there and a Terminator 2 over there, so either of the two could have spotted me with ease. I had to make sure everything was in working order. So, if we watch right here, Thunderbolt gets killed by the MS. I'm shooting at the Terminator 2. Draco and the Armada are working on the Romka over there. I get a little nervous. Why? Because I just took a huge hit. I'm down 13 health. If this A2 even dares to hit me one more time, I'm done. I'm over with. He's got me locked on, and I'm worried. because he will pin me. He will destroy me in one shot. There's nothing I can do. So I let the Draco start wrecking him. The Armada finishes it off. I move up. Timer's slowly counting down now. Just a couple minutes left to survive. If I can survive this, well, hell, it'll be a great video. Survive with only 13 health left. All that's left? Thunderbolt. With a minute left on the clock. So what am I to do? Should I move up? Should I kill him? No. I'll let the PL kill it. And we win. Good game is correct. It was a great game. And managed to show off a great victory with the PL-01 surviving with 13 HP. So my overall thoughts on the PL-01 Tier 10 Lite is the fact that it's a great tank. Beautiful, really fast, great camouflage, excellent gun. Penetration is incredible. In all honesty, I don't see an issue with this tank at all. I'm going to start doing a rating scale of all the Tier 10s I've ever done. Currently, the PL-01 is ranked at number 1. Number 2 is the Sphinx, and number 3 is the T-14 Armada. My ranking system can change. There's still the XM1A3, the Leopard 2A7 140, and, God, what was the other one? The Challenger 2 ATDU, and in the next patch, the T-15 Armada is coming out. No. Alright, ladies and gents, I hope you enjoyed the show. I know for a fact that I did, because the PL-01 is an incredible light tank. Highly recommend it. Get it if it is your first Tier 10. Hell, if it's the last Tier 10 you can get, and you're sort of on the fence of whether you should get it or not, A+ for effort. Great tank. Best Tier 10 currently. Thank you for joining me. I will see you all next. Hey there, Ragers. DKAngel here. Hope you enjoyed that. That was great. Anyways, if you want to stay tuned for anything else, go ahead and click either of these two videos. Great stuff. You want to stay tuned for more? Hit that subscribe button. See you later.